The other day I reported that Novatechfx had removed their rank achievers option from their menu in the back office. This was clearly because some big earners, big net winners within the NovaTech fraud weren't happy with their names being visible and accessible to everybody, and that included the general public, because all you needed to do was generate a false account briefly and you'd have access to all the back office, and so you could see the top winners. I've managed to find the URL. It still exists. It's not listed in the menu options. So if you'd like a copy of that URL so you can see this top list for yourself, then do reach out to me in the comments. But we can see here, we're just looking at the last week's rank advances. Company I have 464 people in NovaTech advanced rank, and that big headline here is Jude Dartois, gone from senior director to 1-star ambassador. So that means they are a really big net winner in this Ponzi scheme, and they were sponsored by King's Multi-Services Agency LLC, who is a 2-star ambassador. So yeah, some big earners in here from this fraudulent scheme. So I will scroll down this page so you can see some of these names. Perhaps you might recognize some of these names if you're caught into this Ponzi scheme. It's always worth seeing who are the big winners, who are the people who are propagating and really benefiting massively financially from this fraudulent scheme. I should also mention, if you're interested in legitimate ways, do check out copydragons.com. That's the website I've put together, which tells you about legitimate ways to put your money to work. So do go and check that. But let's keep looking down at this list of names, people who have advanced their rank. In other words, they've actually sponsored more people, even though NovaTech at the moment has cancelled all withdrawal requests from trading accounts and will only reinstate, they have said, on the 1st of April, but as we all know, 1st of April is April Fool's Day. Quite how long this is going to continue going before Cynthia and Eddie Pattian decide to close it down is anybody's guess. But what we do know is that very, very few people are receiving any financial outgoings from this scam now. And just like all Ponzi schemes before it, once that inflow of money slows down, that they can't afford to pay the original investors or earlier investors, that's when a Ponzi scheme collapses. Alternatively, it might get closed down by the SEC. You can actually report this to the SEC as well. Go to sec.gov/TCR and you can actually submit details for NovaTech as a suspected Ponzi scheme. That will also get you on their list there at the SEC, so that if the SEC steps in and actually brings this down as a fraudulent Ponzi and starts making arrests and so on, then I think you're probably in a better chance to actually get some compensation if you've actually registered and said you think this is an illegal scheme. So you get yourself to the front of the queue if there is any compensation to be had from that. But yeah, so hopefully you may recognize some of these names. Well, there's an English one there, a British one, Julie Perry. Well done, Julie, sponsored by Colin Brooks. Net winners there. Most of these are from America, where obviously it's completely illegal. There's already at least 6 fraud warnings from regulators in America, but we can see all these American flags, all these people still promoting and still advancing their ranks in this Ponzi scheme. And so yeah, we're going to leave it at that. This obviously is still downloadable as a spreadsheet. I am helping the authorities as well, who have asked me for details on this, and we'll give them the URL so they can go and check those details for themselves as well. But yeah, Novatechfx on its way out, closing down. Who knows when? Nobody knows when, but what we do know for definite is that it is a fraudulent Ponzi scheme. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.